of these 100 push-ups. So we are cruising along and enjoying the process. And it's been really cool getting to meet um, a lot of people who have joined the chat. So I'm grateful for that. And we're just going to get ourselves set here and get myself started out. All right, let's get to it. Bring my water too. All right. All right. I have shoes on, but I also have my mats, so I'll be all right without the shoes. How's everyone doing on your time time of the day, area of the world, whatever it is? Thanks for joining. Thumbs ups are always appreciated. So I'm day 47 of my 100 push-ups, but I'm going to throw in squats today as well. So I'm doing reps of 10. I'll do 10 sets, and we'll just keep it going. What's up? Is it Xavier or Javier? Either way, good day to you. How you doing today? I'm gonna take a sip of water. That's what's up. You doing any work today? Any workout today? Are you enjoying this one? Hey Colin, how's it going? You guys are always welcome to join in. Always welcome to subscribe to the channel. Hit the likes, all that good stuff. You know, you hear it all. But that's how we build the channel. So no workout today. That's okay. That is okay too. Sometimes we either need a rest day or it's just what we're doing to get ourselves started. So I'm going to jump to set 2. So the squats, they feel all right. Push-ups, a little bit slower this morning, and then just trying to get a little bit of a stretch to stretch out the lower back, upper back, glutes, all that good stuff, quadriceps. Day 47, 100 push-ups every day for 47 days. I definitely feel like it's helped. I may not be like huge, like if I were to have done like a heavier workout every day, but I know my shoulders don't hurt, my elbows don't hurt. I feel good generally, and being able to do this early in the day sets the tone for my day. So it's all good. It's all good. Seven, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're just pushing along. Thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Number 4, cruising along. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's up, Prince? How you doing? How you doing today? You see me here all over the place. Just got up, but we're doing good. We're doing good. We're on number 5. That was number 5. Set 5, halfway through. 10 squats, 10 push-ups. So we're getting it. We're getting it. And a little bit of stretch after for the lower back, hamstrings, hips, glutes. Then I'll kind of lean back. That gets the quads. So we're doing good things this morning. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, what's up, Unified? How's things going? Appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you. We're on day 47. Can you believe it? Day 47. So we did squats, I want to say earlier in the week. So I figured I'd throw them in as well. I know, doesn't seem like it, but yeah, we're on day 47 and got the 100 push-ups, but we're also doing the squats today as well. I appreciate that, Will. Definitely appreciate that. Hey, this is an invitation. Feel free to join in because we got Unified. We've got Prince in the chat. We've got some people that have been here on a regular basis that would love to have you join that. And hey, whether you're just here to watch and get inspired till you do it yourself or do it as well. My daughter. So no, I'm not completely by myself. But yeah, that's what I got going on. Sometimes there's a stray cat that comes back here, and so it's kind of family too. But yeah, that's it. So here we go. Here we go. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, that's what's up, Will. That is what's up. I appreciate that. That is huge. I appreciate that. Let me know how it went. And did you do both or just one, the push-ups or the squats or both? And that's how it starts. If you can do one set, you can do 2 the next day or work your way up. Nice. You have a normal routine, or you just kind of starting off, or what's your regular physical stuff like? Or is it just getting out and exercising, doing other stuff, playing ball, whatever? You know what? I'm going to jump to the set and then I'll come back and read. 8, just like that. Nice, nice. What sports did you play? Hey, we can always work on our current condition, right? What sports did you play? Nice. I wish I was better at hoop. I admit I was terrible. Played football and rugby. Um, Track. I love track. I ran track in high school, but not beyond that. Love track. Love watching it. It's probably one of my favorite things to watch. What were your events? And going back to hoop, Dennis Rodman was my guy. I'm a Jordan fan, but Dennis was the guy. I'm in the Southwest. Whew. Long jump, yes. Long jump. Man, that 440, that's a beast, because it's a strategic sprint. I can remember having to run 600s just in practice and didn't like that. I ran the 1-2 4x1 long jump, but man, those days where they had us running those 600s. Let's do it. What's Amir Hossein? Amir Hossein? At will, spoken like a true athlete. Enough rest, let's get it. That's the accountability that we're looking for when we're doing these workouts. Make sure we're staying on pace, staying on task. So shout out to you for that. This is the last set. We got one more set, and we'll be at that 100 for the push-ups and the squats. Guys, I really appreciate the likes today. This is super cool of you. What up, Galaxy? I was thinking about you this morning. I was like, hope you make it. Hey, Marion said I look old. Let's see, Marion G. Can I show your comment? Because I'm going to show everybody's. Yeah, that's okay. I'd rather look old than have died young. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to a lot of people who aren't here. So if that's what you got this morning for such a positive chat group, that's cool. We got you. But old doesn't look like it gets up and does things 47 days straight. Old would still be in bed. So that's just me, though. No malice. That's just where we're at. So we're on day 47, 100 push-ups in a row. Today we're throwing squats. Exactly, not old, just getting started. What's up, V-Pool? I don't know what Kisi Ho means. Galaxy, today's been fantastic. Hindi atahakya tumko. I'm not taking it personal at all, Marion. It's all right. You're just speak in your mind. I'm not taking it as a slight, but I have to at least give my philosophy towards when we talk about something being old or aged or whatever it is. We're still pushing. Oh, we're speaking of pushing. Will, let's get this last set in. We're on number 10. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just like that, we pull. I don't know Hindi. Don't know any Hindi. Oh man. See my legs. Oh, I put that towel over Tom, or Bob, so the sun doesn't beat him up. Hey, well, appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you in the chat. Again, subscriptions are free. Please take this as an invitation. You're definitely welcome in the chat anytime. Galaxy, it's because the sun. I don't want the sun beating him up when I have him out. So I'll put that over. And then I used to have one of my old striking vests for martial arts on him. So it would just kind of save him from punches and kicks, stuff like that. So that's why if I don't take him off the stand, I need to just take him off the stand, but I've had him out. So that's a great question. How's everything else? How's everybody else doing? Life advice is probably something you've heard before, but be consistent with discipline. It's okay to be motivated, but motivated is a fleeting emotion. Motivation comes and goes. How to increase flexibility for higher kicks? You're just gonna have to stretch. That's really what it comes down to, and be patient with your stretching. Be very patient with your stretching. It's going to take a while, but just as you give yourself, it's no different than like when you go out to the backboards and try to jump higher and higher, and you finally can touch the little bit of the backboard or the net, then you try to touch a little higher. That's really what you want to be able to do with your kicks, is just being able to make sure that you're loosening up everything, that posterior chain, the lower lumbar, the hip, the gluteus, the hamstring, everything. Make sure you are very loose before you start trying to throw these kicks, and just work on your static and your dynamic flexibility. So I'm not sure if that was a life advice, or if you want me to go back to the emotion, motivation, and discipline, but that's really where we're at, is for that. So what's your life advice? What's yours? What would you pass on? Because we're all here to learn and teach. No, that's okay. There's always something that we can we've learned from, and we can pass that on. Oh, you definitely have something to teach. You're teaching me just how to be supportive, ask questions. Like, we learn from everything around us if we just pay attention. There's a lesson in everything. Everything around us is knowledge. Get enough knowledge and utilize it enough, it's information. While information turns to knowledge, knowledge turns to wisdom, excuse me. So the world, I tell my daughter when we go to the store, she likes to scan all the stuff. So I tell her, your brain is the computer, your eyes are the scanner, and the world is a barcode. So everything you are looking at, beep, 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 you can get a little bit of information from. And you can translate that into knowledge and over time wisdom. So that's just my thoughts. I mean, maybe I'm way off, but you definitely have something to teach. Do I write sticky notes? No. As in, like, these ideas that I have? No, but there was a time that I did. I would just jot a lot of things down. Sometimes I still do, or I'll get in my phone and just get in the notes app and I'll just jot something down. So, we all have little philosophies and things like that. And that's kind of where the whole mantra for the channel, training for life. The world is a gym. Hard work pays off. I hope so too, because there's good people in it like yourself. And we want to be able to like connect good people all over the world. That's really the goal. Me being like this mega influencer and stuff, that's not the goal. The goal is to get people motivated, then get them to the point where they'll be motivated, become disciplined and consistent. So motivated is just that first stage to get them going, but then the consistency and discipline is where we really want to take it. I think I may sit for a moment, see if I can prop this up and do a little stretching. No, YouTube's not paying me. You got to go through a whole thing to be monetized with this certain amount of viewers, certain amount of watch time, certain amount of like they have a few things where you have to be followed enough or draw enough traffic and stuff like that. So no, I'm not at that point, but the channel's growing thanks to people like yourself. So maybe one day it does and we can take money and help people. That's kind of the goal. What's up, Shad Fahad? How you doing today? Oh, I guess YouTube won't let you just say that word, huh? That's strange. Galaxy, no, I don't go to church. I haven't been to church in a while. How about you? What's your belief? Nah, I'm not gonna say which Shah said. I think it's Shah. That's all right. That's the thing. We learn from everything around us. We learn that people will jump in and just say things just to say things. Today's Good Friday. It is. And Sunday is Easter. It crept up. I didn't even realize it. So are you, what's your belief? Or do you go to church as well? Or do you go to church, I should say? I'm just stretching out. Shaw, where'd you go? You retracted a message and all that stuff. Nice. Well, that's good. It's nice that, when people have a set of beliefs and things like that, that'll help them navigate life. Life can be tough. So if you have a good community of people and you have a core set of beliefs, that's a great way to navigate. Best nickname, people still call me Spider. Started off, I was a Spider-Man fan, and then I used it a little bit when I was doing music back in the day. That was the nickname. And then with sports, just anywhere, even when I was working, just things like that. So everybody knew me as Spider. How about you? God's chosen emperor. Hey, that's what's up. Do they abbreviate it and call you GCE, or just emperor? How'd that name come about? Who started calling you that? Is that in your family, your friends? How'd that come about? No, thankfully. But when I was a bouncer, there was a huge fight, and they there was a huge fight, and one of my partners at the club, he got stabbed, who was security. But me getting stabbed, no. Been shot at, unfortunately, and that's not a good place to be. I've had a couple friends shot. Not a good place to be. Hopefully that's not what you're going through, being close to shot or stabbed. Hopefully that is not, because I never want to see anybody in those positions. I got to do a lot, as far as, like, I feel bad for today's a lot of today's, like, younger kids, because everybody's so worried about things that'll happen to them, and they're all stuck inside playing video games. Kids stuck on phones. They don't get out and exercise. That's one thing about my childhood. I did a lot of bike riding. We were all over everything. We're climbing the house. Like, we're just doing stuff. It's probably why I'm the way I am still today. That's definitely something that my childhood was about. No, I want to be the best version of myself. I just want to be me. David Goggins is himself, and I just want to be me. And thing about, like, for David Goggins is that not everybody draws by that type of motivational talk or inspirational. So if people jive with him, that's cool. If they jive with me, that's cool. If they jive with us both, that's cool. Yeah, yeah. When you get out and do a lot illegally. Yeah. Whose car were you getting a hold of? I know a lot of people would sneak out their parents' cars. I always have some friend with the story of pushing their parents' car down the street to start it. Right? Yep. Yeah. There's always that age where, yeah, you start to venture out. No, not married. Never been. How about you? Married, girlfriend, fiance? Um, you know, if it happens, it happens. But right now, I'm focused on building myself, being a father, that sort of stuff. So once you build yourself up, and then you have something um, that you can bring somebody into the world you've already built. But don't go building half a life trying to connect it with somebody. You gotta have your whole life, and then when somebody can complement that, like you can complement theirs, then you got something. But trying to be half of a half and stuff like that. No, you gotta be a whole person for yourself. What are you looking for? Are you trying to find somebody? Sorry, I'm trying to get myself here so I can stretch and read. Whew, my last tattoo, probably about, I want to say it's been about 8 years. It's been a while. Yeah, X's are X's for a reason, you know. You got any taps? Any tattoos? Yeah, 8 years. It's been a while. First tattoo at 8. No. Uh, I mean, I got some young, but I wasn't underage when I got them. No, it's been 8 years since I got one. No, that'd be crazy. Um, at the proper age. At the proper age, yeah. I see some like I don't high schoolers and stuff like that walking around with tattoos. I don't think that's necessarily where I would go with my kids. That would be something. Look, when you're 18, when you're old enough to vote, when you're old enough to get drafted to the military or go to the military, when you're old enough to make legal decisions, I would support it then. But I'm not signing off for something like that when they're underaged. Let them be their own age and make their own decisions, and then that way they don't come back and say, "Why'd you let me do that?" Because we're supposed to guide them. So I can guide you into just being patient, and then you can get it when you decide that's what you want. And then let's talk about what you're going to get. Is it going to be something that's going to benefit you, or at least be a standard of the rest of your life? Ooh, a room tour. Um, maybe one of the rooms. maybe one of the rooms. Ooh, I think the tour I would give would be the tour out here, just with my little workout area and stuff like that. Tour of the field where I'm at. Vitamin D3. Do you take a lot of supplements or vitamins? Do you have a deficiency? What kind of stuff do you, what kind of supplements are you taking now? What's up, Mike? Good Friday. How's it going? We're just chilling. How's your day going? We just finished up day 47 on these push-ups, and I did squats with them too. And just so you guys are aware, when the chat ends, when the live feed ends, if you are subscribed to the channel, you can see these videos play back. They just go on with a regular, just like a regular video. So if you want to go back and follow, we did 10 sets of 10 push-ups and squats. I actually started with the squats, a little bit of a stretch, and now I'm just kind of in that post workout therapy, doing some foot rub. Reflexology is super important. I just cut out soda. Mike said I just cut out soda out of my diet the last 4 months, and I must say my energy is amazing. One thing I've learned reading the Bible is the spirit of sloth or slumberness. I've noticed a slumber less. Yes, nice. Galaxy, what's the D3 and K2 for? Mike, that's fantastic. Congratulations. You're going to see weight dropping off, because once you cut that soda out, liquid calories are the worst because we consume them. We consume so much of them easily. Like, you can eat and get full, but a 44-ounce fountain drink or whatever, like those are, it's just packed with sugar, calories. Let's see, what was this? What's up, Julio? I appreciate you, Julio. We got some good chat going on today. Galaxy's been asking some questions, giving us the lowdown, and I'm just into my stretch. Julio, have you been doing your push-ups? I know you've been watching some of the other videos. Julio's been really great about commenting on the videos after the live is over. So Julio's going to the channel as a subscriber, and shout out to you for that, and actually seeing the videos and commenting. So thank you. Julio's in Puerto Rico. Galaxy, yeah. That might be, you may not be wrong, but you know, there's almost nothing that we can do about that. Thank you, Julio. That's awesome. You're very appreciated. What's up, Mike? Yeah. I got my kids. I don't need any more. Yes, Galaxy is very observant, Mike. Never missed opportunity. That's all good. So, Mike, have you seen weight loss inches come down since you dropped the soda? You'll visit me? Yeah, that's appreciated. That's appreciated. Julio burned your home. You guys are wild. Thank you, Galaxy. Hey, nice. Hey, it's not always a pounds and numbers game. So sometimes it's just the numbers is your longevity, the years of quality living that you're going to put on. So shout out to you for that. And high metabolism, definitely. I remember those days. We need more Smokey the Bear commercials. Only you can prevent forest fires. Absolutely. Bring back some of those throwback. I've always been undersized. I've always been thin. Um, Weight that I put on over the last year is just health and injury issues. So I've always been a little bit more trim than this, but I'm not mad at it. It's just is what it is, and we're working our way out of it. Let's see. Full Fight says, "Go fight, what me, emmer effer." Yeah, that's what Full said. That's the comment. And no, I'm not fighting with anybody. You win every fight you can walk away from, and I definitely don't have a reason to be fighting with people online. Like, how blessed are we that we get to chat with people we would have never met over devices that have all this technology in them, and I'm gonna fight about that? Not here, not here. So, I don't know if that triggers other people, but I appreciate you being here, full. But I can't show your comment because I got other people. But I also will just say respectfully decline. I'm not fighting. With fighting, Galaxy, you're wild today. uh, oh, the squats hit my back, so I'm trying to stretch it out and get it a little loosened out. Why do people jump in and do that? Is that just straight up trolling where they just fight me and start cussing and stuff like that? Even like that Shah person earlier saying stuff. Is that just trolling? Or do people really have that sort of life? Fastest way to hide a hickey? Where's the hickey? Mike, that made me sit up, take notice, because you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Masculinity is not just laced in immediate violence. That's what children do. That's the tantrum. That's what we try to teach out of young children, is not to respond that way. So you are absolutely right. Stoicism and logic will trump emotional responses every time. I tell people that all the time, whether they're acting emotionally or not, and they don't like to hear it, but that's the emotional part of them still responding, because logic is trumping what they're saying. They know that. They know that. Galaxy. Okay, hiding a hickey on your neck. Do you have a turtleneck? That's the quickest way. Second way, maybe if you have longer hair. I don't think I could hide one quite yet. And then you would probably just have to go to. I used to do like the rub method, where I would just take my fingers and I would just rub on the hickey, the darkest part of it, and it breaks it up a lot quicker. You have curly hair? Yeah, if you just rub on it, it'll break it up a lot quicker. I mean, if you're trying to like break it up really quick. If not, I think what is it? The cold spoon and the warm compress will kind of help it disperse. But that's over a couple days. I think I've gotten rid of hickeys like really quickly, where it just spreads it out more, so it doesn't look so much like a hickey. But uh, before that, once you feel that sucking on your neck, just cut it short if you don't want to get caught up. Who are you trying to hide it from? Who are you trying to hide your hickey from? I guess is the question. And Mike said, true, and hearing and knowing this isn't the key. Practicing is the key. It will take time. Yeah, emotional control, logic over impulse. Yes, you're trying to hide it from everyone. Um, I mean, I've never gone to the point of putting concealer on something like that. I would just break it up, and most of the time, unless it's huge, people aren't paying attention. Yeah, Mike, it definitely takes time. We're all works in progress. So just like I say here, the consistency and discipline over just being motivated. I don't want people just to be motivated, because that's an emotion, that's a momentary thing. The consistency and discipline is what will get us to the point where we can practice more logic, stoicism, think things through before reacting, and not being triggered by the little things. Like when people come in, jump in and say names and make references to my race or anything else, who cares? Like if you've already heard it before, it's not a big deal. And words are not going to like launch me into that space. If I hear enough words and I don't like what I'm hearing, this is where I end the conversation and leave. That's my logic, because I know there's consequence, especially between guys. We inherently know violence can ensue. I don't need that. Nobody needs violence, because what's the consequence for that? Injury. You can injure somebody else. You can lose your freedom. You can be incarcerated. You can lose money. You can be sued. Like, none of those things benefit just winning a fight with somebody over what? Traffic? I don't think so. Would I be fine with my child being gay? Yeah, you're not going to change people. People are born to be who they are. So it is what it is. You got to love your kids unconditionally. Now, if your kids are like trying to hurt you and things like that, those different conditions. But when that's just who they are, yeah, I've been in a lot of street fights, and I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Um, because in a lot of times with street fights, people don't know how to lose a fight. One, people don't know how to fight, and then two, people don't know how to lose a fight, and they lose a fight, and then they come back with weapons. And that's the problem, is they're letting the emotion get to them rather than the logic. So the logic says, hey, I lost this fight. I engaged in combat hand to hand. It was fair. But your emotions, that ego, will dig in, and you don't let them get away with that. Who does that to you? So if you lose a fight fair and square, you just gotta stand up, take your ass kicking, and just be able to say, you know what, fair. It was a fair one. Yeah, that's the other thing. They will come with more people, and I get it. People don't want to see their friends get hurt, but then if you don't want to see your friend get hurt, unless it's self-defense, don't let them jump into a fight. That's the best friend that you can be, is the one that doesn't let them walk around getting in fights. And I ran with those guys. I ran with the rat packs. I ran with people that would just start squabbling for nothing, or for very little, just looking for smoke, just looking for it, whether you win or not. Okay, say you, and I've had relatives that this happened to. Boom, punched the guy fell over unconscious, hit his head on the ground, and died. So great, you won the fight, but guess what you're not going to win is that court case. You're going to do some time over that. So winning a fight is not it. Did I ever get defeated? I lost to myself. I lost every time I lost my self control to get into a fight. I lost. I had already lost. Whether I lost to that person or not was a whole different story. But I'd already lost that fight. So, um, did it? But if you, what you're asking is, did I lose the actual combat? Um, you know, it's like there was no win, no loss. It was kind of like you exchange a few, you stand off, and then people break it up, sort of thing. There's a few where when I was a bouncer, we had to take people down, and nothing like fighting drunk people in a club and things like that. So um, that I'm not trying to say like, yeah, I'm undefeated in street fights. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is it never got to a point where there was like decisive winners and losers. Like I never got knocked out, never knocked somebody out, that sort of stuff. So if you can avoid it, you're better off just trying to cover up hickeys and broken fingers, busted knuckles, things like that. That's not none of it's cool. It's not the move. If you want to learn, to test yourself against other people, go take a grappling class or go take a kickboxing or self defense class. You can still get tested just as much and in a safer environment. What happens if YouTube doesn't work out? YouTube's not the plan. This is just something that it's kind of hobby-esque. It's fun, it's cool. It's a way to be creative. I think putting videos together and things like that. So I enjoy it for that. It's not like I have to do this or I won't make it in life. Yeah, when you get a thought that seems like an impulse, like an emotion motivated thought, have to learn to ignore those, and the emotion is temporary, like a lot of people are in prison over it. Yes, man. Mike is spitting jewels today. The two greatest places you can learn lessons is the penitentiary and the graveyard. Look at what got people to those points, and you will definitely see that. All emotions are temporary. If you wait like 10 minutes, the emotion usually goes away. No emotion lasts forever. You shouldn't make a permanent decision over temporary emotion. Man, Mike, my man, my man. What else do I do? I've trained people. Uh, I've done a little bit of talent work, like been in movies, commercials, photo shoots, stuff like that. So I've been fortunate. I've been very fortunate. Mike, you definitely sound like you've been putting in the work, and please keep passing that message on because a lot of young men need to hear that. A lot of young kids, because I see people now and they lose it over the slightest thing. They get frustrated over the slightest thing. It's like these aren't even things to be frustrated over, because we're lacking in gratitude and appreciation because everything is automatic, it's instantaneous, it's convenient, and so there's no real work for anything. I mean, even just starting off with the littlest things, I'm grateful that we had an oven before a microwave because you had to learn patience just for your food to heat up. Yeah, Mike is out here giving us wisdom this morning. This is what I get on live for, is to be able to connect with people. Hopefully you guys subscribe to the channel. You can find me on Instagram as well, because there's a link in the description. So if it's easier just DMing and stuff like that. YouTube used to have like an inbox, but I think they took that. So this is what I'm talking about, is being able to connect with people and have conversations, aside from just the workout, just being able to talk about life, because I think that's important, to be able to get on and meet with people and talk about things that we otherwise might feel like we couldn't. And Galaxy, you've kept the chat going by asking a lot of good questions and keeping the content going. So that's very appreciated. And when you got people, just willing to hang out and listen to the chat, read what you guys are saying and stuff like that, we're in a good place. Hey, thank you and have an amazing day. I really appreciate you, and we'll see you soon. So Have a fantastic day, and yeah, just be safe out there. Avoid the stabbings, the shootings. Cover that hickey, and don't worry about the concealer. But think logically. You got this. And just sitting here, yeah, yeah, you got to have patience, and if it's worth having, I always find that then it's worth sharing. Um, and that way you have things that you worked hard for, but you can share that. You can share what it took to get there, what any of that stuff. I don't know. You just get to certain stages and you start seeing things a little bit different, and it's all good. It's all good. We get better, and then we have conversations like logic, emotion, stoicism, patience. Those words, because see a lot of people that's not where they're at. So consistency and discipline is the theme of at least getting up and doing the push-ups, and we're at 47 days. Where are we at? We're at, yes, okay, we're at like a minute or an hour. We're about an hour 10. What's up, Peter? Mike, have a fantastic day. Hopefully, you've subscribed. Hopefully, we'll see you in the chat soon. And because we're going to be doing this tomorrow, probably about the same time, maybe a little earlier, but that's what time I'm on, is this early time. So we'll be here. How you doing, Peter? Peter, we just finished. Well, it's been a little bit earlier in the live though. We were out here for day 47 for push-ups, and 47 days straight. Come out and done 100 push-ups. Today it was push-ups with squats. So I'm just chatting with people as I do these sort of things, and this is something I've been doing for years. But then I was like, let me just go live and try it. So I've been getting good responses, getting to chat with people from around the world. So that's a cool thing as well. So I always invite people. You are invited as well. Subscribe to the channel. Select the notification. Select all. That way you see when we go live. You see the videos. You see the shorts. Or if you're on Instagram more, there's a link in the description to the Instagram. So it's not trying to be like a massive influence or anything. It's just connecting good people. You are highly appreciated. Thank you so much. We're building a really good thing. We're building some good chats, some good stuff like that. And some days we get some really good stuff. Galaxy, FF was in earlier. Make it with Mike. Make with Mike has been in the chat. So we've had some really good conversations, and it's just about life in general. Just a minute ago, we were talking about the difference between your phone. Okay, that's cool. No worries. We'll talk later. But we appreciate the sub, and we'll see you tomorrow. Just remind us that you're here, and say what's up when you see the chat, and we will see you. All right. So, guys, I think I'm gonna just drop it at that. But I'm gonna leave you with this. Let me see if I can find it. The world is a gym. So this is just me doing some push-up, or not push-ups, but pull-ups at a local park. What's up, killer? Yeah, I was at the park the other day and got myself some pull-ups. And Killer, we're doing, we finished our push-ups today. Today was day 47 straight of 100 push-ups, doing 10 sets of 10. Today I did squats with it as well. So we're doing this every day. I'm going to be here tomorrow doing the same thing. You are more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. And that way you'll catch us tomorrow as well, every day. But the world is a gym. So when I get someplace, this was me just waiting for the bus to pull up when I was picking up my daughter. So we can knock little things out. And 4 sets of 10, I was good. I was good. So I got my day going, and that was later in the day after doing the push-ups. So there's always little things we can do throughout the day. You know, we're here. We might as well do it. Consistency and discipline. We're not just trying to be motivated. We're trying to be consistent and disciplined to do this stuff every day. Do something every day. Eat well, all that stuff. This is an old school picture. Let's see. In the garage doing push-ups. So we've got a track record. We've definitely got a track record of doing stuff. So this kind of stuff I like to try to share, just to keep people saying, okay, if this guy can do it, I can do it too. Let me see if there's another one. Boom. So that's it. That's what I got going on. That's what we do here. We're just trying to make sure. On some other days, hand-eye coordination, tossing the ball behind my shoulder, catching it with the same hand. Okay, can you do a push-up off your knees? Can you go to like the counter, like a kitchen counter or bathroom counter, and just do it at that angle? You don't have to start like just doing them flat on the ground. There's so many ways that you can do them, that you can start. You can just start. And, you know, even in the evenings after dinner, I go for a walk. I go walk a mile. We eat, and then we go walk a mile. So we're starting to just burn off what we put into our bodies. And, you know, you get the exercise, you get out, you get some air, you know, things like that. So there's lots of places to start. So that's why we'd love to have people of different starting points, different stages, different ages, different whatever. We got you. We got you. I'm not a trainer. I'm just somebody who's just, you know, adamant about helping people like the way people have helped me. So it's doable. Everything's doable. You got 6 fusions in your back and in constant pain, but I need to start somewhere for sure. I would call maybe like a physical therapist and stuff like that, and see what kind of stretching you can do for your back, if you can do anything along those lines. I don't know how long ago it was as well, if that's just a result of the long-standing pain, but I feel for you, because I was just recovering from like some hip pain and some leg pain over the last year, and there's nothing worse than just being in constant pain where you don't sleep right, you don't concentrate right. So I feel you. And you have our 100% support. So whatever it is that you can get from the people, your care, your healthcare provider, or whatever, we can build from there, and we'll just support whatever it is that you can do. For sure, for sure, for sure. We're not letting people go out like that if we can at least help it. Grab some water. Grab some water. But we're glad you're here. So subscriptions to the channel, we'd love to have you. And we do this every day. I've got videos, shorts as well, that come out. In the description, there's a link to Instagram if you're there as well. So there's a lot of room to make contact. Ha. Love you back. Love you back. For sure. And just being good-spirited, even being in pain and not being able to do things like you'd like, that's a great energy. That's a great vibe as well. So we win as well by being around you, and we can have that appreciation for seeing like, hey, we're doing things, and we should be doing things because there's people out there that are a good reminder of why we should be doing things. So I appreciate your presence. We definitely can
can continue to support each other, and because we're all on separate journeys. And here, what I want to do is show people how to train side by side, not head to head. We don't need to compete. We're only competing with the last version of ourselves. So you're in safe space as far as we're not trying to blow people out. And I'm sure just like you wouldn't be blowing people out either. We're just doing what we can do, and being appreciative to get up and breathe air. And we're here. There's a lot of people that aren't here today that were here yesterday. Um, we are we're having a great conversation. Great conversation. And it's nice to have the sun come up as it came out, and it was still a little dark. But you get out here and you have the sun come up. That's how we know we've been talking for a while because it's bright out now. But that's all good. Got a good day ahead, and being able to start this at the top of my day is definitely one of those things where it's going to set the tone for the rest of the day. Exercise is good for the mind. It staves off depression. It puts us in a better state, so we can face the day. And those other things that would normally be bothering us, I find it tends to bother me less. Oh, you're in Georgia, okay. Hey, get out, and if you can just walk, if you can just get out and just go for a walk. I'm not sure what the weather's like. I always tell people just make sure it's safe, that it's not too dark out, or it's not the weather or whatever. But if you can get out and just give yourself a 10-minute walk, start at 10. If you're in pain, um, whatever it's going to take, whatever it's going to take. I 100% support it. And it's a beautiful day. It's a little breezy. Nice little, like, it's not cold, but there's just enough chill in the air. What's up, Flawless Diamonds? That's all you need. Just take those walks. Take those walks with the dogs. Enjoy it. And again, start to research what you can do for yourself. There's probably some other people on YouTube that will be able to speak to exercises that you might be able to do for something like having back fusions and things like that, and being in pain. Mad acoustic, nice, nice. We're on day 47 of 100 push-ups. Today I did the 100 push-ups. We did 10 sets of 10, but we also did squats with it. So I did 10 squats, 10 push-ups, about a 10-second stretch while I was down there, got back up, and we just kept it going. So we're on day 47. That's dope. 108 days. What's your routine? No alcohol is huge. No alcohol, no sodas, especially people that I don't think realize, like some of those alcohols. There's a lot of sugar content in them, and beer will just pack on pounds. So it's what we were talking about earlier with somebody else, that make with Mike. He cut out sugar, sleep as well. Mike had cut out sugar and he's losing weight. And I said, yeah, it's because those liquid calories, you can consume them so easy because it's not the same as getting full off of food. And you pee it out quicker, so then you want more. Yeah, so those things for sure. Benefits, sleep is phenomenal. We always say here, cover the four things: hydration, nutrition, exercise, and rest. You got to definitely rest. Before you hopped on, I was down there on the mat. I was doing some stretching after the work. Therapy, just in general, is huge. I, we have I'd love to be able to ice bathe and just be able to feel those benefits, take out the inflammation in the joints, things like that. I know it's not for everybody, but I've done it before and it definitely helps. So, Mad Acoustic is talking some knowledge for sure. Free weights, body weight, 6 days a week. You're lifting weights again like it was. Yes, that's what's up. That's what's up. And definitely the one thing I add with that, not that you probably don't know this or for anybody else in the chat, warming up. Definitely warm your body up for some of those days, and stretching, whether it's the dynamic before you get into it or some of the static afterwards. Definitely, like, those areas are huge in injury prevention and the development. So I know a lot of times we think like, oh, I only got, so much time to work out and things like that. So you just get to the workout itself and then you just walk away from it. Give yourself just a few minutes to warm yourself up. The benefits will be great. That's what I found personally. But what Mad Acoustic is talking about, free weights, body weight, 6 days a week, I'm on the same thing. Yeah, mental clarity and focus. Yes, yes, you find it, and all those other things, they just seem to, like, they just fall away. Like, I'm so focused. I know where I'm at in life, and the little things don't bother me. The people honk at you in traffic. It is what it is. I'm not gonna get into it because the energy that I have now, I know where my energy is focused, and it's not going to be focused on people just trying to rob me of it. And I'm certainly not giving it away. So when we get up and we have this sort of mindset to be consistent and disciplined, motivation is great to get you started, but you got to stay consistent and disciplined because motivation will fleet. That comes and goes. It's a roller coaster, and we can't just ride it when it's high. We got to definitely grind it out when we're low too. That's the discipline. What's up, Provoking? Or Pro King, sorry. Pro King G's fan. What's going on this morning? How you doing? How is life? We are in here with Mad Acoustic, who's dropping some gems on us. We had Make with Mike earlier, really talking some stuff. We've had a really good conversation. We've been talking about just our work. I don't have any money for you, man. I got kids of my own. I can't be giving money to people who aren't my own. I got to take care of mine. Um, we've had some good conversation, but what I will give you, I'll give you something free. There's a subscription to the channel. So you can definitely subscribe. Mad Acoustic would love to have you subscribe to the channel. Yes, losing some of the old friends that were, yeah. It's, you know what? That's a whole different level of strength that you gotta, like, sometimes cut people back who you just know they're not going in the same direction. Doesn't mean you're better than them. It just means I can't keep going on that pattern. And I've done that. I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's tough. And sometimes they still call, and sometimes they're still, and you can hear it. They're the same. They're the same. Nothing wrong with that. But when you've gotten to a different level, you've just got to be able to just say, I got to cut this back. And you find other people in these new ventures that you're on. So when you start taking care of yourself, you'll meet those people at the gym or just on those jogging trails, all that sort of stuff. So just putting yourself in new areas, that's definitely it. No, I got what I need as a father. But you're definitely welcome to be part of the family here. So if you want to subscribe, that's more than cool. But family and family, two different things. So you can be part of the Impact family. That'd be awesome. You know what that is, Mad Acoustic? You're showing them in real time what it is they're not willing to do, and they are going to use that. It's crabs in a bucket. When they see one coming up, the crabs pull the other one down because they don't want it to get out because it's doing what they can't or won't. So keep doing that. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them because they won't be happy until you're drinking again with them, or sitting on that couch overeating, or not going to work, and now you got 5 people, who don't have a job sitting around, or whatever it is. The people, when they see you getting better at what you're doing, that's the first thing out of their mouth. They start going to a negative place as far as your progress. I've had people that I've trained, and they're like, well, now my family says I look too skinny and this and that. It's like, right, because they're all overweight. And this isn't a knock on their character, but what you're doing is you're showing them what they're not doing. I used to do push-ups at work all the time. People would be like, aren't you embarrassed? No, because this is my life. If they feel a certain way and they're uncomfortable because I'm comfortable, it says I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just doing what I do, and it makes them uncomfortable because they know they could be doing push-ups too. So stay on your path. You got support here. And again, this isn't about trying to be like a massive influencer, but you got a subscription here. It's free. Feel free to join, because we can have these chats all the time. It's a support group as well, not just for exercise. I would love to have these conversations on a regular basis, because I think a lot of people don't have that, and then they start fleeting on their progress because all they're hearing is their one voice saying, I could probably do this, but then they've got all these real-time voices, family and friends, telling them, you can't do that, you can't do that, why are you doing that? And then that voice in their fire, they start to die out. So we can't have that. We can't have that. We gotta push through that. Pro King, did you subscribe? And what's the G's? What, you're a fan of the G's? This is also why I like to get up early and do these things, because you get it done, and you're in a very like mindset of focus, and you don't have like the world going yet. Now I can hear like these vehicles, things like that, but when you can get up and just do push-ups and squats and things like that, it's almost meditative. It really helps clear the mind. Thank you, Matt Acoustic. Thank you. Is Matt Acoustic, is it musical? Do you have stuff? Do you have content on your channel? I'll definitely come check it out. And going back to when people, say like you're trying to be better than us and things like that, the simplest answer is just tell them, no, I'm trying to be better than I was, me personally. You do what you do, but I'm just trying to be better than I was yesterday, and we should all try to be a better version. Musical, cool. um so acoustic, I'm thinking guitar. And you know what, being on social media, it's not really a flex. I enjoy it, but if you got other things that you can be doing, like improving yourself, your health, your music, your craft, your art, your passions and pursuits, do that. Do that. I think this is the longest live I've done. That's what's up. That's what's up. And that's one of those things I wish I would have done younger, was learn an instrument. My pen was my instrument. I used to write doing hip hop and stuff like that, would write. But as far as like learning an actual instrument, haven't done that yet. So life's not over. Who knows? Maybe piano or something like that. But shout out to you for that, because that's just awesome. That's awesome to have those pursuits, those hobbies. Maybe it's a profession. Like, you just never know what it can turn into or what it is. So that's awesome. Have a great day. Bow. We will see you. And I'm going to leave it at that. I think that we've had a fantastic chat. So I will, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Hopefully, this finds everybody in your place, pursuit, or beginnings of total health, mind, body, and soul. And here on Impact Athletics Association, we like to say HWPO, and that means hard work pays off. This was day 47. We're going to be back tomorrow, so subscribe to the channel, and you'll see us tomorrow doing these push-ups in the morning. And there's a link in the description to the Instagram page. And when you subscribe, hit notifications, select all. That way you see when we go live, you'll see videos, and you'll see the shorts. So that's my pitch. Guys, you have a fantastic day, and we'll see you soon. Tomorrow.